7 things every young man needs to be doing in 2018. And older men should probably be doing this as well. And you should probably be doing this regardless of what year you're watching this video in. Now, I talk a lot about the challenges out there. You know, the negativity, you could call it, about, you know, the gap between the rich and the poor is growing. The dating market is getting quite a bit more vicious. The futures of our countries aren't looking all of that good. And unfortunately, with most of these things, there's nothing we can do about it. Okay? Like, we are just a whole bunch of individuals here, and the best we can do is surf on this tidal wave. And so that's the goal of this video. These are 7 things that if you do them, you will be in a better position tomorrow. You will be in the sort of position that you can actually succeed at a rigged game. So forget the negativity, let's focus on some positivity for this video. And the 7 things are, I'm going to list them out, then I'm going to go through them. Number 1, work out and lift weights. Number 2, get your hands dirty. Number 3, learn to talk to women. Number 4, find a career that makes bank. 5, avoid Skinner boxes. 6, don't fuck up royally. And 7, no marriage until the age of 25. That's the one piece of advice that might not be applicable in 20 years, if anyone's even watching this then. So let's go through these one by one. Work out and lift weights. Why should you work out? Well, the simplest answer is because healthy body, healthy mind. You are a physical organism, and you need to take care of that. You need to be in the moment. Anybody that achieves success, anybody that's successful out there, they understand how to live in the moment. Most of them are in very good shape. And part of being in good shape, part of lifting weights is learning how to be in the moment like that. Right now, we're far too intellectual as a culture. Far too much thinking going on. And when you're lifting weights, you are just lifting weights. You're not worrying, you're not thinking, you are just lifting weights. You are maximizing your physical body and you're cleaning up your mind at the same time. We're lucky enough to have such huge diets that we can afford to work out for fun, for leisure. So you should be doing that. And as for all the fringe benefits, better health, better mental clarity, more attractiveness to the opposite sex, those are all fringe benefits that go along with it. The main reason you do it is because you are a physical animal and you need to engage the world physically. Number 2, get your hands dirty. Now, what am I talking about here? Getting your hands dirty is actually going out and doing something manly. This could be working construction. It could be joining the military. It could be teaching yourself how to fix your own damn car. There's a lot of benefits that come along with actually getting your hands dirty. You actually learn some real skills doing this. But the real reason that you need to do it as a young man is that you are called to it. All men are called to physical labor. And it's far too easy these days to get an office job, air conditioning, or do something intellectual. You are going to hate yourself if that is your life. You're not going to feel like a man. To feel like a man, you need to get your hands dirty. You need to bleed a little bit. All right, so get out there. It doesn't mean you need to do this for the rest of your life, but you should have experience doing real physical labor, not flipping burgers, not working in an air-conditioned office. You should have done real physical labor at some point in your life. So if you haven't yet, go out there and do it. A year later, you will feel so much better about yourself. Next, Learn to talk to women, guys. Women are very different creatures from us. And there are so many of these young guys. So many that have no idea how to talk to women. Either they're extremely nervous, which is ridiculous, it's fun talking to women, or they're way too serious and formal. Women want men that are strong mentally and physically who can protect them. And if you take her seriously, then you're just going to be scared shitless when the gang members show up at your front door. Playful is how you should talk to women. Not disrespectful. Okay, when we talk about, when you hear women say they want a guy that treats them with respect, that means she wants a guy that's not going to treat them like an object or treat them like scum. It doesn't mean that she wants you to respect her the way you'd respect an old sergeant major that scares the crap out of you. All right? Playful, fun. Get out there and talk to women. All right? If you're nervous, talk to the women at the grocery store. Yeah, oh, she's 50 years old. That's fine. 50-year-old women are the most fun to flirt with because they're not going to take it the wrong way. Okay? They're just complimented. They're just having fun. They know that a 20-year-old guy isn't really trying to sleep with them. He's just being fun and flirtatious. Learn how to be fun and flirtatious with women. Okay? They absolutely love it, and you'll love it too. 4, find a career that makes bank. When you're a young man especially, fuck your dreams, okay? Fuck your interests. Fuck all of that. Make bank. Go get a job that pays you money. Period. Especially these days, don't worry as much. Like, listen, if you have a serious, solid career plan, like I'm going to work as a lawyer for this firm that I have a connection with, so I know I'm getting the job, and I'll only make 40 grand a year for a few years, but eventually I'll be making 200. Okay, that's a plan. But generally speaking, the plans young men have are very, very stupid. There is way too much cost, way too many years of study and sacrifice for it. Find a job that makes you money. You know, do a 2-year course and become a welder. Go work construction. Go find something. Go work in the oil patch. If you can get money going for you when you're young and not blow it on stupid garbage like all the people next to you are, then you can quit that job and then you can go pursue your interest, okay? Again, this is one of the big mistakes I made. I should have gone and done welding for a few years. Then I could have paid for history out of my pocket instead of borrowing money. Make money first. Money doesn't make you happy, but lack of money will make you miserable. And having money opens up so many options. 5, avoid Skinner boxes. Now, the Skinner box, it was B.F. Skinner was the psychologist it was named after. What it was a little rat box. They put a rat in it, and the rat could hit a button to get food, or it could hit a button to get pleasure. You know, a little electrode in its brain, and hit its G-spot. And these rats would just keep hitting the G-spot button until they starved to death. Now, humans, we aren't quite so extreme. But we are surrounded by Skinner boxes these days. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up all fun, all pleasure. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is pay attention to, am I enjoying this activity? Is this a meaningful activity? Or have I started running on the treadmill? The most obvious example of this is video games. Video games can be relaxing, they can be enjoyable, but keep in mind what they are. They are fake work. They are fake accomplishment. You know, are you actually enjoying the video game, or are you addicted to it? You know, it's like having a few potato chips because you're hungry, and then sitting down and eating the whole damn bag even though you're not hungry. Which one are you doing? And it's not just video games. You know, there's guys out there that are always picking up chicks, and they need more and more and more, and they're bragging. It says all they do is sleep with chicks. It's like, really? Are you getting value out of this? You know, you're keeping score. You're doing notches on the headboard. You've slept with 100 women. Okay, I think you've slept with enough, and maybe you're wasting a lot of time doing this. The book American Psycho touches on this, where the protagonist is obsessing over business cards and Gucci watches and other just irrelevant garbage. Listen, dressing nice is good. Obsessing over it is psychotic. It's a Skinner box. Okay, you're running on somebody else's treadmill. You're a battery for the Matrix. Don't fall into the Skinner box. If you start to fall into one, get the hell out of it and go do something go do some self-improvement, go do something interesting, go read a book, something. Don't become prey to the Skinner boxes. Those will eat up your entire life. Now 5, don't fuck up royally. Now this is kind of the hard one to explain there. It's like, as a young man, you need to be taking risks, okay? There's a great episode of Star Trek called Tapestry, where Captain Picard, at the beginning of the episode, he dies because he has an artificial heart, and that wound up killing him when he got shot with a blaster, or phaser, or whatever it is. And so he goes back in time, back when he got the artificial heart because he started a fight with a bunch of thugs sticking up for his buddy at the bar, and he got stabbed through the chest. And so he goes back in time and doesn't stick up for his buddy, pusses out from the fight, and he doesn't have an artificial heart, but then he wakes up in the present day, and instead of being Captain Picard, he is Sub-Lieutenant Picard. He's a pussy blue shirt because he never took a risk. You need to take risks as a young man. But try not to take the really, really stupid ones, okay? Don't sleep with the prostitute with no condom. Don't race your motorcycle when you're drunk. Don't commit felonies, all right? And don't be looking for fights left, right, and center. Yeah, you need to take risks. Don't take the really stupid risks, all right? Take risks that you can recover from. Avoid the really, really bad ones, all right? Don't be a pussy, but don't fuck up royally doing something stupid. And finally, no marriage until 25. Now 25, this is a lowest threshold. I would prefer to say actually no marriage until 28, but listen, if you are, let's say you're a good church-going boy, and your parents were married, your dad taught you to shoot rifles at 13, and you know, your neighbor Susie Rottencrotch, she is just a wonderful girl, she's waiting until marriage, and you two are madly in love with one another. Okay? You are the frickin' exception. That kid doesn't get married till 25. The rest of you idiots wait until at least 28, probably 30. There's various reasons for this. Obviously, there's the high rate of divorce these days. You know, this is why you have to be cautious about it. A bad marriage can seriously screw up your life. Even worse, you might bring children into a bad marriage, you know, and screw up their lives. So you don't want, marriage is really, really serious. And here's the larger context. Number one, we don't have the same support for young men that we used to. Finding them careers, making sure they can provide for the family. That's not here anymore. Before the age of 25, well, we've extended adolescence to the age of 25. People used to be ready to go to war at the age of 14. Now they're still teenagers at the age of 25. Yeah, and you're stuck in the same system as everybody else. So even if you are the exception, well, you're not the exception. You can't get a stable career before the age of 25. Second, you don't really understand women until the age of 25. And you're going to look at little Susie Rottencrotch and think she is just she is an angel come down from heaven. She is so pretty with those perky boobs. You need to develop yourself as a man. You need to become a man before you can take responsibility for a woman. Again, maybe 100 years ago you could have done that at 18. Not these days. All right? These days you need to develop yourself. You need to understand women, and you need to learn to control yourself. You need to get your affairs in order. No 18-year-old in today's world has their affairs in order. And the final thing I would say regarding that is, listen, as a young man, your market value, it peaks around 35 or so. All right, 35 is when you're going to still have your youth, you're still going to have your body's in great shape, except now you have a lot of experience, you have a lot more confidence, you have more assets that you've built up over the years, etc. Compare the 35-year-old guy to the 18-year-old guy. At the age of 25, you will have more options. All right, at the age of 18, you're happy just to have any woman look at you. By 25, you'll have options. You know, you don't want to be the 18-year-old guy that just marries up the fat chick that winked at him one time and then realizes that he could have been Fabio, except he got married at 18. Now he's stuck with her and the 4 low IQ, overweight children. No, you don't want to be that guy. Wait until 25. And if Susie Rottencrotch really is all that, then have her wait. Then get married and put babies in her ASAP. All right, but aside from that, don't get married until 25. Probably more like 28 or 30. So, just to reiterate, guys, if you do these 7 things, you'll be doing pretty well in life. You're going to be doing better than 95% of the chodes out there. All right? Number 1, work out, lift weights, get buff. You know, it teaches you to live in the moment and to be, yes, you're an intellectual creature. You're also a physical creature. Lift weights. Number 2, get your hands dirty doing something manly. I don't care if it's digging ditches for a summer, planting trees, working construction, joining the military, fixing your own damn car. Get your hands dirty. That's what you're called to do as a man. Number 3, learn to talk to women. All right? All women are women. You talk to them pretty much the same way. If you got to start out flirting with the 50-year-old woman at Safeway at the grocery store, do that. Okay? Learn to talk to women. It's fun and women will appreciate it. Don't be all autistic and spurgy and afraid of women. Just go out there and talk to them. And if they don't like you, well, fuck them if they can't take a joke. 4, find a career that makes bank. Okay, don't try and have a cool career. Listen, you can get a cool career later in life. All right, your early 20s, go get bank. Go make money. You know, go be a welder for 5 years. Save it up, buy a rental property, boom, you're financially independent. So yeah, make bank, whether it's a job at Google or if it's a job digging ditches for $25 an hour because nobody wants to do that bullshit, or being a garbage man or whatever it is. Go make money. Fuck the career, fuck the dreams. You can do that later. Make money. 5, avoid Skinner boxes. This whole damn society wants to trap you in a Skinner box, so you're running on the treadmill and you're giving them money and you're obedient and predictable and boring and uninteresting, and they're just leeching your life blood out of you. All right? Stay the hell away from that. 6, don't fuck up royally. Okay? Don't get into a beef with some loser and shoot him over, like, you're not going to care about that in 10 years, okay? Don't get arrested. Don't overdose on drugs. Don't crash your motorcycle drunk driving, etc. Use a little bit of common sense, mitigated risk. Yeah, go take risks. Go do fun. Go race your car with your buddies, all right? Just don't do it drunk through a playground zone. And 7, no marriage until 25 at the very earliest. If you do all of these things, you are going to be light years ahead of your competition. And, you know, remember, it's like that joke between the two guys that are running from the lion. I don't have to run faster than the lion. I just have to run faster than you. Yeah, there's an 80-20 distribution these days, but it's not that hard to get into the top 20%. Deus Volt, Aurini, out.